G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and I am back playing Horizon on the PS4, and I'm continuing my series on the Hunter Trials, or the Hunting Ground Trials, and this one is on the Sunfurrows. Now, I believe you have to be on level 30 plus to do this, and you'll also need to have accessed some of the cauldrons to be able to take over Ravagers. So this is definitely a more of an endgame hunt than the other ones are, and I believe it is the last trial. It seems to be the hardest one anyway. I would definitely recommend getting some highly defensive armor. If you can, the shield weave armor is really going to help out on this one. If you don't know where to get that, then drop down the description below and I will have a guide for you on that one. So, the first trial, Ravager vs Machines, is going to require you to have some Tear Blast arrows. So if you don't already have the Shadow Sharpshot bow, then I highly recommend getting it from Day Tower. And it's really going to enhance all your gameplay anyway, so you should have picked it up by now. And all you're going to have to do is jump down your rope and find your first Ravager. I found the one on the left pretty easy, and then it's just a matter of aiming at the top of his back and shooting off the gun turret. Once it falls off, just run over to the yellow crosshair-like thing and press triangle to pick up the gun and take out the Ravager. There's actually two monsters that you'll have to kill to complete your quota. The Watcher counts as one, so the Watcher's going to die really easy. If you have problems taking out the Ravager, you can always just take out a couple of Watchers. That's always an option. But if you get a good stream of fire on the Ravager, he's going to go down pretty quickly anyway. So as you saw there, I did it in about 30 seconds, so it's really not hard when you've got a decent set of armor on. So we earned a Blazing Sun for that one, and again the Blazing Suns are incredibly important for the next step. When you go to the lodge, you'll be able to unlock 3 unique weapons if you have Blazing Sun badges from all of these trials, so make sure you don't leave here until you get those Blazing Suns. So the second trial is the Ravager control trial, and this one you'll have to take control of the 2 Ravagers. There's one on the right and one on the left, and like I said before, I think you have to have finished a certain cauldron to unlock this ability. I don't think it'll let you do the trials until you've done that one. So all I did was come down on my right rope and then take control of the Ravager here, and then there should be another Ravager which we shot the gun off in the first trial over on the left. I didn't find the Ravagers did all that much damage to the Thunderjaw, so I was trying to help them out as much as I could. Make sure you get a lot of Tear Blast arrows on you and try and take off as much armor on the Thunderjaw as you can, and it's really going to speed this thing up. Because 2 minutes 40, I think I come pretty close to using up all my time on this one. So here I am at the second Ravager. Again, just come over and make sure you're undetected, and then you'll be able to hold triangle on the Ravager and override him. So I'm just now taking out as much armor as I can on this Thunderjaw. I don't use his cannons against him, but that's a very good option for this. You can take out the 2 cannons on his back and the ones on his face, and then you can see the little yellow crosshair down there in the middle of the screen. You can pick those up and they're going to do a huge amount of damage to the Thunderjaw. So that's one really good option to do it, because the Ravagers for me really didn't do that much work. So I end up just pulling out the blast sling and launching some blast grenades at him, which seems to do pretty good damage. But it's definitely, if you want to save on ammo costs and do some big damage, just pick up his weapons that are on the ground. Actually, honestly, I completely forgot that you could do that. So here I was just launching grenades into him. Again, the blast sling is absolutely amazing. This thing can take out any enemy in the game, so I highly recommend getting this one. Just a few more blasts and he'll be down. But again, if you had picked up his weapons, I believe you could probably do this even faster. I come pretty close to the time limit, I think. I'm up there 110 at the moment, so yeah, a bit dodgy. But this is a brute force guide, so it's not all about finesse. There you go, finally got him down at 2 minutes 20. Yeah, pretty good trial, but I find that the Ravagers really aren't that much help. They're a good distraction, but that's about it. The rest is going to come from you.
can't believe it. You've earned a
There you go, I did it on my first try. Definitely because of the Shield Weaver armor, which soaks some damage, so it really helped me out a lot. So for the next trial, I made sure I had some blast shots up, but you're really not going to need them because the next one is going to have you shooting off those Thunderjaw cannons, which we did last time, and you have to use those to kill the 2 Ravagers. So if you got a little bit of practice with it in that last trial, it's going to help you out in this last one here. For me, I tried controlling the Thunderjaw, but sometimes he can be a little bit silly, or the Ravagers kind of play hide and seek with him. So I believe it's a far better option to use your Tear Blast arrows and take the 2 cannons out on his back, and then use those cannons to kill the Ravager. That way you have more control over time, and you're guaranteed of getting a decent time for this trial. So take any rope and then come down into the middle and just start knocking those cannons off the Thunderjaw here. Of course, the more armor or weapons you can take off the Thunderjaw, the less potent or dangerous he's going to be for you. I recommend, if you're having troubles, to shoot off the 2 lasers on his muzzle, and that's going to make it even easier for you. But otherwise, because I had the Shield Weave armor, I really didn't have to worry about it, so I pretty much ignored him. And here I'm taking out the Ravager on the right. He only takes 5 or 6 shots. I kind of spam it a little bit and go a bit overboard, but otherwise they fall pretty easy with this these big cannons off the Thunderjaw. They used to have 8 shots in them, but recently there was a patch released and it nerfed the amount of shots you get from 12 down to 8. I'm not really sure what the reasoning was behind that, but 8 should definitely be enough to take out these Ravagers. There you go, I'm on my second one, and just pumping him full of those explosive discs. Now once you've taken him out, completely ignore everything else and just make a beeline for the Trial Keeper up the top, and everything should be fine. Again, you can take control of the Thundermaw, or the Thunderjaw, sorry, but that's going to mean that you're going to have to have cleared pretty much all of the cauldrons to be able to get control of that Thunderjaw. So it's definitely an easier option to just shoot off his cannons and then use them against the Ravagers.
I can't believe it.
And again, I did it on my first try, and it was purely, I believe, because of the Shield Weave. It helps out a tremendous amount. So if you haven't got that already, drop down in the description and use that guide to get that armor, because it's really going to help you out. And another thing, if you don't have it already, please get the Blast Slingshot. It's just fantastically good. So that does it for my Hunting Trials series. The next video is going to be on the Lodge. And the Lodge, to unlock the 3 unique weapons, you're going to need Blazing Sun tokens or badges in every one of these trials. So it's definitely a good idea to follow all these guides and then head over to the Lodge. But I'll explain fully the Lodge in the next video, and hopefully that'll help you guys out. If this video helped you out, please leave a thumbs up. If you got any comments or suggestions, then leave them down below. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. This has been Lemon Eating Cow. Moo.